Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, the official CRG, and today we are going to talk about why it truly is so important for you to start to take real action and take those first steps right now when it comes to those real goals instead of waiting later on. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any weekly episodes and posts. You can find video of this episode strictly on YouTube, but the audio everywhere else. Now, when it comes to just really achieving those real goals, those real dreams in your life, this definitely is not a walk in the park. And it truly does take real work and real time to just make true. It takes that dedication, it takes that motivation. But I promise you that the sooner you start to do it, the sooner you start to really take that first step, then the better off you are going to be entirely. Because when you go and you apply yourself, you really take that first step towards those dreams right now instead of waiting. You're then giving yourself time to learn from those mistakes, to recover, to grow, and to even get established. Because you see, for me, especially in my teens, that was something that I just struggled with a lot, because I always dreamed of being an entrepreneur. I knew I wanted to own my own business. I knew I wanted to help people in some sort of way, but then I would just never truly apply myself. I wouldn't go and take that first step, and I would kind of just wait for these moments and signs to just appear in my life. But in all reality, they already did. When you have that idea to change your life, when you spark something, a hobby, a dream, and you really want to strive for it, that is your sign. That is your sign to make that change, to really go and just live it. You just have to make it happen. You have to be the one to initiate it. You have to be the one to take that first step to really get that ball rolling. So when I started to just realize that, I then started to change everything entirely. And when I mean I started to just change everything entirely, like I stopped hanging out with certain people, I really started just cracking down on my dreams and just educating myself. Because in all reality, I had no idea what I was doing. Like you guys can even see it when I was first starting the podcast. The episodes are really bad. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's because I had no experience with editing. I didn't know how to use Photoshop. I didn't know you had to have good camera quality, a good microphone. I didn't know you had to look at the camera. I was literally reading off of notes and just doing all these crazy things because I had no idea really how to run a business. But I had that dream. So yes, it was sloppy. Yes, it was a little messy, but I took that first step. And that's what really made that big change in my life. Because for so many years, I would sit there and I would procrastinate. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I really want to own a podcast. I know I want to help people, but wow, that's a lot of work. Wow, that's really expensive. I would just make all these excuses and never truly take that first step. And the second I did, my life completely changed. So, when it comes to you just really reaching those true goals, then understanding that you have to take that first step genuinely is so important because we already go through so much on a day to day basis, whether that's anxiety, stress, depression, the different loops that we might go through. And like we said earlier, just the idea alone of striving for those goals and what it actually takes can just stop you entirely. But if you really want to live this life, you really want to live out these dreams, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a pilot, you want to be a soccer player, a football player, a professional gamer, a streamer, I mean, you name it, then you have to take this first step. Go get that equipment, go back to school, go surround yourself with people that are on that same just mental wave as you and really start to change your life because you can do it. You literally can do anything you put your mind to. You just have to take that first step. But with that said, today's quote is by Joel A. Barker. He once said, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world." I appreciate you tuning in. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowden Podcasts.